Hey everybody, DeLong Chat Signatures here. After kind of a rough Friday for in-person autographs, we had a much stronger Saturday. Yesterday we had 17, today we had 70. We did lose an autograph, unfortunately. I'm not going to count this towards the collection, because it even still now continues to smear. But I got to meet Jeremy Clements, but he was using someone else's marker. It's a paint pen of some sort. Probably looks great on their die-cast, but it did not stick very well to this photo. It smeared anytime I handled it. Tried to preserve it as much as I can. It's still somewhat legible, but I'm not going to count that towards the number of autographs that I added today. But we'll go in alphabetical order, like all previous videos. First one we have is 2 signed cards of Anthony Alfredo. I actually got these cards back recently, return to sender, because I either sent them to the wrong address because Our Motorsports moved, or it was the one that I sent and it said no mail receptacle. So thankfully I was able to get those signed in person, so I don't have to worry about them for right now. One of the better looking autographs of the day that I got. Was able to attend a few autograph sessions and a couple of Q&As, and was able to get autographs there. One of the sessions that I went to was at the Team Penske hauler. Got 2 from Austin Cindric. So I think that was the one he provided, and then this is the one that I brought. Try and make a little bit more room here. Then I didn't bring anything of this driver because their TTM policies changed, in that they will still sign cards and photos and stuff like that, but they won't sign anything involving previous employees or sponsors. So I wasn't sure how he would be in person. Looks like he's actually okay with signing stuff from previous teams and everything like that, but I didn't bring anything, so I just got a custom signed after his radio interview. Brad Keselowski. I had another opportunity to get him, and kind of sucks I didn't bring anything. I should have been smart and brought something at least. But regardless, still got to add another one of him. Got 4 signed hero cards of Brandon Jones, who signed 2 for me at the JR Motorsports merchandise trailer signing, and then got him 2 other times throughout the day to finally knock out a number of these hero cards that I've been sitting on for quite some time. And then as I was waiting on the Team Penske hauler signing, Carson Hocevar was just out and about walking, and the girl that was standing next to me recognized him, and I was like, wait, I got a hero card of his. So Carson signed while holding his coffee and just kind of hanging out. He wasn't anywhere close to being race ready. He was probably just woke up not too long before that, but very cool to get that hero card signed. Then we got 2 autographs of part-time Xfinity Series driver Carson Kvapil, who is the son of Travis Kvapil. So got his hero card, and then when I saw him later, I had him sign a custom. I don't have any trading cards of his, so that's a new name for the collection. Then we got a custom hero card signed by, I think this is Chandler Smith of Joe Gibbs Racing. Who else did we get? Then we got 2 cards, the other 2 cards that I brought, because this guy's a great TTM signer, of Chris Buescher. Those came out nice. Then I think this is the first ever crew chief that I've ever gotten in person. I do have him TTM, but he was one of the first people I saw when I went to Gasoline Alley. He signed for someone. I was like, yeah, I won't bother him. I think he was on his way to the restroom or something. But a little while later, he was out walking again, and he was trying to sign Kyle Larson diecast, but the marker they had wasn't working, so I let them borrow mine, and he was cool enough to sign a photo for me. So nice to say that I've gotten to meet him. And then some of these custom 4x6s were really nice for getting an autograph in a pinch, but Lord, are they difficult to identify. So I'm pretty sure, because I remember meeting him, that this is Cody Ware. Then we got, I didn't bring very much for him because I got a bunch of him at the Indy 500, but I got 2 cards signed by Connor Daly, who just seemed happy to be in a fire suit, to be on the track. Such a nice guy, willing to stop and sign for just about everyone. I was wrong about who this was all day long. I thought that I got Drew Dollar. I didn't realize that Drew Dollar isn't racing right now, or at least not in NASCAR. This is Daniel Dye, who is racing part-time for Colleague Racing. So thankfully I didn't pull out my Drew Dollar card and make a fool of myself. I don't even know if I have a Drew Dollar card, to be honest. Then we got 4 from Daniel Hemrick, who signed all of these at once. I just said whatever you got time for. But I went to a different area along Gasoline Alley where there was only like 6 of us standing around. So most of the drivers that did stop and signed everything because they weren't being, harassed by the absolute swarm that was Gasoline Alley. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. That was horrendous. But still good autographing today. Then we got a hero card, an older hero card of Daniel Suarez. Got a custom 4x6 signed by David Starr, who I don't believe I have in the collection, so that's a new one. Got 3 total autographs from Harrison Burton. So got him on the custom. He signed the hero card that I brought, which I got from an unsigned hero card request. I requested that it be signed, but it wasn't then, but it is now. And then this is what they were providing at the hauler signing that they were doing. I know he was running a different scheme, so I guess it was something for that, but I don't know who their sponsor was. Must be Draver or something, never heard of them. Then I got a signed hero card of Jeb Burton. I'm pretty sure that this is Jesse Love. Not nearly as much detail to the signature to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's who that is. I know that this one is Joe Graff Jr., which is funny after getting Steffi Graf to get Joe Graf. I don't think there's any relation there. But he was one of the 2 drivers that I was able to get during the brick walk or Yard of Bricks walk. I don't know what they call it. A lot of those drivers avoided the section I was in. Not sure why. But was able to get him. We got another trading card signed by 2-time champion Joey Logano. He was running with someone else's bronze Sharpie. I don't think it ended up back with that person, whoever gave it to him. Either this was the last autograph or someone later was the last autograph I got on the day. But missed him during the Yard of Bricks walk, but got him during driver introductions, which was just absolutely nuts. Had I stood on the other side for both the Yard of Bricks and everything, I would have been closer to the driver introductions and have gotten a better spot. But we got Josh Williams on a hero card. Then we got several autographs, I think 5 total, from Justin Allgaier, who is a great signer. I don't know if he does TTM anymore. I feel like every once in a while I see a TTM request come back, but I haven't gotten one in a long time. I probably also haven't sent one in a long time. But this was the hero card that was provided. He signed 2 of my trading cards, and then 2 hero cards that I brought from previous hero card requests. Then I got 3 trading cards of Justin Haley, who has always been like real good to me as far as signing, but he always seems so annoyed with signing. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just doesn't really care for it, but is willing to do it. Not really sure. This one, just because I remember the dude's hair, I'm like 99% sure I know who this is, but I have no way to compare it because there's like nothing that I can find online of his autograph. But I think that this mess is Kyle Sieg. I think that's his signature. He's got long hair and was wearing like a yellow tracksuit today, black and yellow tracksuit. So, pretty sure that's who that is. This one, I do have an autograph of him, but I didn't feel like digging it up to figure it out. But one of the names that I remembered that I met, pretty sure it's this guy, just not as full of a signature as he usually gives. But Leland Honeyman Jr. Got him TTM recently, so I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Wasn't able to get any trading cards signed because this guy initially looked like he wasn't going to stop and sign for very many. But since he is retiring at the end of the season, he did turn around, stop, and sign for most people that asked. But Martin Truex Jr. on a hero card. Then we got 2 autographs from Matt DiBenedetto. This one came out really nice during the Brickyard walk. And then this one I got earlier in the day in Gasoline Alley. And as you can tell, there's just the quality of signature just dropped significantly because there was no elbow room. The yellow shirts were constantly yelling at people to move, get around, don't stand here, don't do this, don't do that. And so it was very difficult to get to the drivers today. I will say it was. I'm glad I was able to meet the drivers. It wasn't completely, shut down, but good Lord, was it difficult to do anything. But still, can't be too mad. Made out pretty well today. Then we got an owner. Tried asking Richard Childress again, but he said no. But we did get Matt Collig, owner of Collig Racing. Then I got 2 hero cards, and this will show you quite the difference of how things turned out depending on where you stood. So this one was acquired in Gasoline Alley. Doesn't look much like a Michael McDowell signature. And then this one was acquired elsewhere, where he was actually able to have like room and time to sign. So this one came out perfectly. The other one, I'm still happy to get it autographed, but you could just see the difference in quality for that. Then I didn't get to meet him yesterday at Kroger, but I was able to get something signed by him today. Parker Kligerman. Then we got 3 trading cards from Ricky Stenhouse Jr., another great TTMer. So I didn't really need anything from him, just brought some extras that I had. I got Ross Chastain 3 separate times. First time, he passed through the main area, Pagoda Plaza, so I had to kind of run down and catch up with him, but he was still cool enough to sign. And then got these other 2. I got a whole bunch of unsigned of his from the now shut down JD Motorsports back in the day. So it was nice to finally get some of those taken care of. We got 2 pretty rough looking signatures from last year's champion Ryan Blaney. This one came out okay, but he was cool enough to sign 2. But this one, I don't know if that would pass any sort of authentication or anything like that. So kind of sucks, but he'll still sign through the mail. But they do limit it for Team Penske now to 3, which is what I usually send, 3 to 4 for trading cards and stuff if they're currently driving and everything. But yeah, that one might need a replacement. But either way, not too bad. And then I wasn't able to get him on my trading cards, but I was finally able to add this guy's autograph because for whatever reason, it does not seem like you can get him through the mail. Ryan Sieg. Then we got 3 autographs from Sam Mayer. So I got this one at the JR Motorsports autograph signing. And then he might have been, it was either him or Josh Williams was the last person I got an autograph from. But he signed 2 of my cards with his quick signature at the driver introductions. Then we got 2 autographs of Sammy Smith, if you can really call them that. It's just his initials, but this was the hero card I brought. And then I was not a fan of the hero card that was provided at the JR Motorsports signing, but this thing just goes way too long. It's a cool picture, don't get me wrong. I like it. And it makes sense. TMC is a business that's like right near ours where I work and everything, so like the concept is cool. But there is no good way to store this, because this was completely flat when I got it, but I had to fold it first thing in the morning. So that really sucks. But, you know, do what you're going to do. And then I thought I missed out on one of my main targets because I didn't get my hero card signed of him, and he just seemed like he avoided as many people as he could when it came to autographs. But looking back on it now, I think I actually got him, and I didn't know that I got him because his, on some of the drivers' belts on their fire suits, they have their names, but sometimes they put their stylized signature there. Sorry about that. I don't remember exactly where I was in the story. But, based on the number that was written, I was like, okay, 92? Okay, well, that's Josh Bilicki, and this doesn't look anything like Josh Bilicki's autograph, so I don't think it's that. But I do remember meeting a driver whose belt I couldn't read with their name because it was their stylized signature, not their name or their logo or anything. So I'm pretty sure it's a rough comparison. Well, I don't have a comparison to show, but from what I could find, it looks like this is Shane Van Gisbergen. So if it is, awesome. He was one of my main targets today. He's one of the few Xfinity winners, along with Ryan Sieg, that I didn't have in the collection already. So I'm pretty sure that's who that is. So I'm really excited if that is who I got. Then we got a custom 4x6 signed by Sheldon Creed. Just a couple hero cards left. First one is Tyler Reddick, who ended up winning the pole for the Brickyard. Next one, I had cards of him, but I didn't bring them because I didn't realize he was racing in the Cup Series race. I thought he was just racing in the trucks. Trucks or Xfinity, I can't remember. But I did have some hero cards of Ty Dillon, just in case. So, got one of those signed. And I was going to try and get this guy at his radio interview, and by the time I got there, he had just left. So I didn't get him then, but he did sign one for me later as he was entering the garage area, William Byron. So all in all, a much better day than yesterday, despite all of the challenges that Gasoline Alley has now with the current setup and how it's all handled and everything. Was still able to do pretty well, and this is without the full field Xfinity autograph session. That, from what I could find, did not happen this year. And if it did, I was not aware of it. But regardless, very happy with the results. Got a bunch of these hero cards taken care of. Didn't really add too many trading cards to sets. I think one of the big mistakes I made was using a larger sketchbook to carry my cards in, and if you had 2 or 3 cards, some of them would break down and sign that, but for some of them I had like 5 or 6 cards on a page, and if I even got any, they would usually just sign 1, maybe 2 if they were cool about it. So I'll have to figure out something going forward. There's still a lot of cards I need for different sets that I'm working on, but I just might not be able to bring everything all at once. Sucks when there's only, a few days that you can get these drivers in person. And ironically, the ones that don't sign are the ones that I need the most of. Not super ironic there, but I wouldn't bring so many cards if they signed a little bit more frequently. But regardless, I'm going to make you guys stop listening to my cat scream at me. But thank you guys for watching. I do have some TTMs and a purchase to share here in a little bit. I'm going to go to the track for a little bit tomorrow. There's supposed to be a few not meet and greets, but Q&A sessions that might turn into meet and greets. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.